Firefighters had their hands full with several brush fires throughout the area, the dry conditions making it tough, and some of those fires could have been prevented. We have team coverage. Maria Miller was at a couple of the fires today and has more on that tonight. Maria?
Marty, we've been hearing them for about a month now. They seem to happen every day, at least one, if not several, in every county. Fire departments tell us they know they're going to happen. They just ask that you be careful ahead of time to help them out.
All it takes is one hot ember to get up into some place and, and take off.
It's that time of year again, known to fire departments across the region.
Busy season, brush fire season.
And for the past week, departments have been kept busy.
As everything's still dry, we haven't had a whole lot of growth. The top brush is still real dry.
Mix that with a small fire and a gust of wind, and authorities say you've got the perfect recipe for a brush fire. And that's what they say sparked this field near Shanksville to catch fire on Monday. The homeowner told us he was watching his small fire closely, but before he knew it, half the field behind his house was up in flames, seen in this picture sent to us by his neighbor. By the time we got there, the flames were gone and crews had already left, but a charred field remained. Then, just minutes later, about 13 miles away in Stoystown,
just started crawling up the hill. There's I think 2.5, 3 acres that were damaged, and that within 15 minutes time.
Judith Boyer says her stepson was burning some boxes in their fire pit when a gust of wind picked one up and sent it into the field behind her house.
It takes 2 seconds. Thank God there were no houses involved.
A lot of people aren't waiting for the right weather to burn. They need to wait for whenever we get some wet weather. If they have trash, they have vegetation that's sat over the winter. We just ask, that they hold off until a rainy day to burn it.
Boyer thanks the Stoystown Fire Department for their quick response. She says luckily all that caught was a field, but said it could have been worse. That's why tonight she's sharing the same warning.
I'm warning you all out there to please do not burn when there's wind blowing.
Again, it doesn't matter how closely you watch the fire, even if you think it's contained. Authorities say it doesn't take much for a small ember to fly out and then spark an entire field. Again, if you need to burn, it's better to just wait until we see some rain. Reporting live, Maria Miller, 6 News.
Maria, thanks, and that's the key, the rain that's coming tomorrow, Tony.
Yeah, that's going to be some good news, not just tomorrow, but really off and on through the rest of the week. Some good news on the way. Beneficial rain in the forecast. Fire risk forecast still into the moderate category for tonight and into Tuesday, but we're going to start to change things up. Dry, fine fuels, that's the old vegetation left over from last fall, the old leaves and sticks, branches, and whatnot, still very dry. It's typical for this time of year. It's also rather breezy, a lack of rain for now, but like I said, we're going to change things up. Starting tomorrow, rain off and on, it looks like, throughout the rest of the work and school week. 68 today in DuBois, 67 in Clearfield, 71 beautiful degrees this afternoon in Altoona. Now the clouds are moving through. We've had a few showers already. We'll see much more of this from time to time. Like I said, over the next several days. Upstream, more rain developing across portions of Ohio, back into Indiana, down into Kentucky. More rain also back into Iowa. It's going to be the rain train over the next couple of days. Now, one thing that will happen that's maybe not so welcome, we're going to see high pressure building to our north and east. That's going to drive in a cooler east wind starting later tomorrow and into Wednesday. It's going to be kind of chilly for midweek with the rain.